Hey, thanks for checking out another interview in partnership with Profile Gorilla. We are talking to the Quality Network now. We have Brian and Brian. I'm going to let them introduce themselves and we're going to chat a little bit about their network. So whichever Brian would like to go first.
So I'm Brian Griffin, and I'm from Field Pros Direct, and I am part of the business development team.
Okay.
So I'm Brian Richey. I'm director of the Quality Network. Quality Network is a Field Pros company of FDS Solutions. So
Tell us a little bit about Field Pros and the Quality Network and the contractors that you're targeting to get within your network.
So we handle several different carriers throughout Florida right now, leaching into other states, and we're all lines. So we're looking to recruit anything from mitigation and dry out companies, GC, roofers, pack out, contents, anything and everything.
Okay. All right. So from your standpoint, what do you say is the biggest pain point from the network or TPA or MRP side of the aisle in the industry right now?
Our biggest focus is making sure that the vendor is funded. That's, nobody can stay in business if they're not funded. So with our program, we do have a solution for that to make sure that that contractor is not going out and having to collect anything other than the deductible. Because we all know that bad debt is a huge issue within that realm. So.
And then what about from the contractor side? What do you see as the biggest pain point from the contractor side, which you might have just answered because that was your answer?
Well, and I'll go into another area with that because the contractor also is struggling with overhead costs, margins. So and on our side, we're struggling with making sure the claim file is not overpaying. So that's where, I have a history in claims and in restoration contractor. So it's trying to make sure that both sides are equitable and that both sides are being treated fairly. The claims file is not overcharged, as well as the contractor is still able to make a good margin.
So I think the main thing is a partnership, right?
Yeah.
That is the premium thing when you talk to about a network and a quality network such as ourselves. But I would say, it's the promises.
Yeah.
It's the promises that people make, whether we make them or they make them. And the partnership really, really has to be there. Volume, for instance, has something to do with it. How much volume can we create? How much volume can that contractor take? And that's really important. And that communication with each other has to be there. We've got a great guy here, Brian, at the helm here to oversee this, and he prides himself on that.
What do contractors need to do to be successful on your network? Maybe 3 things that make a contractor successful when they're doing work in your network.
Accept the assignment, timely turnaround, and good customer service would probably be the top 3.
Yeah, again, it's communication. It's if something's going bad, if something's happening out there, we just want to know. We want to be. We all know the business. We understand the business. Just we want to call. We want Brian to be involved, so that we can settle and solve things together.
Yes. Okay. So pricing is a big topic in the industry right now, and we have Symbility, we have Xactimate, and then a lot of contractors are creating their own custom price lists now. Is there something that you do or do not accept? Is there a standard practice within your network?
Yes and no.
Okay.
It's the way to answer that. Now, you can talk about any database, but then it also comes into what service line you're talking about, because garage doors, for instance, right now, Xactimate may have one pricing, but the actual price of that door is double or triple that. So there has to be some flexibility as well as knowledge of the industry to know what's going on and where we're at. To what's being accepted and what's not.
So why do you think that programs, managed repair networks, TPAs, whatever that may be, whatever terminology it is, I suppose, why are they an important part of the claims ecosystem as a whole?
They're an important part because it's customer service from the insurance company standpoint. Basically, if we're able to have a partnership with a restoration company when they have a water loss and we immediately dispatch them, that's something that the insured doesn't have to handle and deal with. The insured may not know a contractor. They may have been taken by a contractor in a previous claim. So we're able to go ahead and pre-vet those using Profile Gorilla, and that's why they're so important to us. So we know we're dealing with good quality people, and we're able to refer that quality contractor versus, somebody's handyman service handling a full house fire.
And I think to that question, it's being there for your partner.
Yeah.
So we will have those relationships, although they may have some relationships with any carrier. hopefully we'll have those relationships with the carrier so that communication's there and we can talk to the carrier and tell them why this is happening and why, so that that relationship's built and that partnership's built.
So once a contractor is on your network, what do you do to retain your contractors and keep them within the network and to
Well,
funnel jobs to?
You know, the biggest thing is everything that we've talked about before, making sure they're funded, they're making money. What Brian touched on with communication, and you know, we have a single point of contact. They reach out to me, whatever their problems are. We'll work that out. It has to be a true partnership to make this work. If either side doesn't value the partnership, then it's not going to work correctly. So
Sure. Yes. Ed, anything you want to add in here?
Yeah, you know, with the brand you guys have built most correct, you know, how do you guys feel like the market penetration and the brand that you guys have on that side benefit the contractor program and contractors?
I think it's going to benefit the contractors a lot more because we're the full service TPA for the claim. We're not just a managed repair network. We actually control the claim file within our parent company. So that's where the funding comes in. So a big selling point to us is we're going to make it to where you don't go chase money all day long.
Absolutely. They need to make money. And we need to be there. For them.
Yes. Anything else that either of you want to add?
No, I think that's about
Hopefully
all.
that was pretty painless. Thank you both, Brian and Brian. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time today.
Absolutely.